A card for every occasion and every card handmade by you. Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Shayda Campbell, and today I'm showing you how to create these hand-drawn greeting cards. Supplies are simple. You'll need watercolor paints, a couple small brushes, a pencil, fine liner, and a black brush pen, and of course, some greeting cards, blank ones. Let's begin. And just a reminder, you can grab 4 of my card designs over on Patreon. Print them, trace them, color them, whatever you like. So the first most important supply is those blank greeting cards, and I picked up a couple packs at my local art store. This is what one looked like, Strathmore Creative Cards. I also picked up a pack of watercolor cards from Strathmore, so grab whichever you can find. And then the first things we need are that pencil and that brush pen, because we're going to begin with our very simple card designs. And these cards are all just based on simple doodles. You might like how mine look, but the charm and the magic really comes from the quote-unquote mistakes that you're going to make. That's what makes these look really illustrative and handmade, hand-drawn. So sketch something, anything. I like to think of things that my friends and family love. You know, a favorite cocktail, a family pet, favorite foods, maybe something that represents a place or a time, a suitcase if someone loves travel, and you're just going to create the simplest, messiest little doodle. And then here's where things get really groovy. You grab that black brush pen. I'm using one from Faber-Castell. You basically just want any pen that has a brush tip. Tombow would be great for this. And we are going to go over the doodle. And again, we're going for very perfectly imperfect here. Now, I like to make sure my lines are quite thin, and then I can always go back in and thicken them later so that I get that illustrative brush pen look. Finish up with a message if you like. I kind of prefer to keep them blank so I can use them whatever, whenever. Okay, let's do another one together. This time I want to do a little Boston Terrier. I just think that will be so cute. I'm terrible at drawing animals, let me just say, but I've been drawing a lot more since having Sully, and I just draw them really silly, like 4 legs, whatever, all the legs are there. 2 ears. You know, you can block stuff out like a round head, triangles for the ears, kind of just sketch it out. Very perfectly imperfect is key. I can't stress enough that your mistakes, what you perceive as mistakes, are what give this card its really special handmade quality. So just keep it weird. And then once you're ready, go over that weird little doodle with the brush pen. I'm trying to use just the delicate fine point of that brush pen to keep my line very, very thin. And then sometimes I go a little bit thicker, like on the top of the ears there. But I also like to just come in at the end and add the thicker line, probably because I'm not that comfortable with a brush pen. Anyway, finishing this guy up by adding minimal details. Remember, these are supposed to be quick. They're supposed to look like very quickly hand-drawn, doodle-esque. So let's move on to the next one. With that said, this time I wanted to draw a little espresso and an espresso pot. So for this one, I just looked up a picture on Google Images, and I find that sometimes helps me to make a quick doodle just seeing the item. So the thing is, you don't need to draw perfectly. You just need to get some of the key details. Like for this one, I focused on the shape of that handle that's on the right and just kind of the size of the pot, like the top part is a little bigger. Then I wanted to put a little espresso cup here. Things just got a little too crazy messy for me, so I ended up erasing that cup, giving myself some blank space to work with, and then I just sketched it in again. But really, did I change anything? Who knows? I don't know. Then we're going to go over our messy little doodle in pen. This time I am working a bit more on thickening some of the lines to give me that illustrative brush pen look, and you can, I think, really see that here. What I'm going to do with the other 2 cards is go back in and actually thicken up some of the lines, as I said. So, you know, just do the process that works for you. If you're not super comfortable with your brush pen yet, keep all the lines thin and then go back in and add that thickness later, like I'm doing on the bottom. You know, of course, the bottoms of things are going to be in shadow, so a bit of a thicker line looks good there. And honestly, I just thicken up wherever I think it will look nice. So yeah, the bottom of his little paws, the inside of his leg. You get the idea. Let's erase all of those pencil marks and grab our watercolor paints. I'm using my little Shayda Campbell branded set. I've got 2 glasses of clean water, paper towel for blotting my brush. Oh, and that's what the set looks like if you'd like to shop it on Amazon. This set of highly pigmented paints has all of my favorite colors, and it's now available on Amazon US, Amazon UK, and check if you are in Europe or Canada because it's coming soon. I'll be picking a random commenter to send a set of paints as well as a card, so be sure to comment and let me know what sweet doodle you would do. Also, check my pinned comment for the name of our 2025 journal winner. So for my little Manhattan here, I have a friend who her favorite drink is like a good whiskey or bourbon cocktail. So I know that I can use this card for her. Why am I saying that right now? I'm trying to talk about the paints. I'm using a little bit of red brown. That is just the red brown that I used for the liquid, and we'll fill in that cherry with a dark, dark red. The paints aren't going to look amazing on these deckled cards because this is not watercolor paper. However, I think just for throwing like a splash of color on, these blank cards are fine. As I said, I also had purchased a 6-pack of watercolor cards, same size, same company, and they took the paint a whole lot better. If you look at the croissant and the teacup in the corner there, those were done on the watercolor cards. I added just a hint of gray, Payne's gray mixed with a bit of white to give me some shadow and the look of glass on that cocktail. And then I used Payne's gray and white, but just at a sort of darker mix to get started on my espresso maker here. And the thing is, I've got the shape of the espresso maker divided into 3s kind of, you can see that. And so all I want to do is make each section like a slightly different gray. So one's a bit darker, one's a bit lighter. You get the idea. I need a nice true black here for the handle and the top of the pot. And then I'm going to put a bit of shadow. And the shadow immediately got like too big or it was too dark. Ugh, sometimes shadows just freak me out. I always mess them up. So I tried to lift a little bit with paper towel and put a bit of white. Just looked really heavy and it was so annoying. So I lifted a bit more. Remember lifting, then I made it a bit worse. Remember, lifting is always a good way to get rid of a bit of color, pick up some color if things are too dark or just too large. You do have that option. I did some light blue stripes on my cup, used the red brown for the espresso, and then it was on to the sweet little Boston. He's also done on the deckled cards. But, you know, as I said, they took the paint pretty well. The vibrancy of color just wasn't as good. And you definitely don't want to add too much pigment because the paper just cannot absorb it. It can't take it on. So I'm using black mixed with a lot of water. It still looks black, but it's very transparent. And I think that's important because you want to see the detail of your brush pen drawing. Then I used that mix of Payne's gray and white to give him some detail on the face and his chest, and I just used a bit of the peach for his ears. I'm going to try to redeem myself with his shadow. So using a bit of gray and just keeping it very, very small right underneath him. And then here's a trick. I love to do a colorful shadow. Shadows are blue, they're purple, they're green. So I quickly mixed that red and blue that I had on the palette and threw it into the wet area, and voila, it looks great, I think. 3 cards complete. At this point, I had spent about 30 minutes, and every time I sat down to do these cards, whether I was working on them for prep, for Instagram, for YouTube, I just wanted to do more and more. In the end, I think I did about 15 or something. And the thing is, you're just gonna doodle anything that you can dream up, anything your friends and family love, drinks, food, perfume, pets, books, I don't know. Keep the doodle as simple as possible. Get illustrative with that black brush pen. Do those nice lines that are thin and precise, and then thick and wonky in other areas. Bring your doodle to life with a splash of color. Use easy, playful brush strokes. And finally, add a message if you like. I just do it in pencil first, go over it with a fine liner, something like the Meloto black liners. I will link every supply in the description as well, just a reminder. And, before you know it, you will have like a gazillion cards. That's what happened to me. And I am so excited to finally have some proper greeting cards for my friends and family this year. I added a whimsical hand-drawn border to a few of them. Just pull that pen towards your body. Oh my gosh, this is reminding me of like very, very early Shayda Campbell. I tried to redeem myself with that shadow by adding more to it. I don't know. But I do like how this one turned out, and I did a funky little thank you on there. So I've got a thank you card for an espresso lover. It's pretty specific, not too specific. I'm sure it'll come up. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed making cards today. Please comment so that you are entered in the giveaway for the set of paints. Check out that paint set on Amazon. It is available right now. And finally, head over to Patreon if you would like to print out my card designs. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. A lot of instructions today, and I'll see you soon.